Hi, it's Maggie Davis at MinxCreationsUK on YouTube and The Captain. I just want to share with you this handmade junk journal. I'm calling it New Beginnings, and it's going to be for sale on my Etsy shop at MinxCreationsUK. I've actually bought some printouts from Tsunami Rose on Etsy. I think this is a beautiful collection, so I've used part of it to make the cover, and there's little flips etc inside it, and of course there's my own mixed papers, material, doilies, tuck spots, stitch pages, stamping, tags, mini flips and gems added here and there, and there's also belly bands, envelopes etc. And I've put it into this junk journal, mini album, scrapbook, memory book, unique keepsake, with elasticated closure, and I've just added some beads. So it's ideal. It can stand up. It's one signature on it. It's got this pretty paper on the front. As I said, that's from Tsunami Rose. New Beginnings and butterfly on the front. I've added a little diamond gem here. Vintage lace I've put down here, and I've stitched on with my machine on the front and back there. Stitched all the way around just for added detail. So the elasticated closure is in red. It's just easy to slip on and off, and I've added some beads here on it and just tied them at the bottom. And obviously that is the book, but once you add your own memorabilia, plenty of room for journaling, photos and memorabilia, and once you add your own it can stack out a little bit more. So, you know, so we'll have a wee look. Well, I like these closures. They're just slip on, slip off, and I think it's easy. You can keep this in your handbag, on your bedside table, in your drawer, take it in and out, your backpack, whatever, if you're a student, at school, uni, college, at work, on your holidays, just ideal. You can put your thoughts and things in and add journaling of your favourite places or moments, or even sad moments. Everything's been distressed with Tim Holtz acid-free vintage photo distress ink, and all the stamping has been done in black, which I quite like as well. So we'll have a quick look through it. As I say, an easy closure, on and off. I think you just wrap it around twice, and I like these papers. I think they're really nice. So inside on the first page I've did some stamping of butterflies, and I've sewn round the edges of that paper, and I've stamped love there, and I've just glued at the top, along the top here, beautiful things to buy, and you could add some journaling in here on this paper, and obviously you could add journaling, photos etc there. On this page we have, I've just made a little arrow as a tuck spot, and this beautiful paper again, the butterflies, that was from Tsunami Rose, and I've added a little handbag here done in sort of foil, and this little postcard, and it's blank on the back. Journaling, photos, and you could actually writing there because it's lined butterfly paper. So I'm just showing a little tuck spot here. I've left this page, I've stamped this page with that along the top, little zigzag bit here, but I've actually put on this organza material here. And I thought if you stuck maybe a picture or something underneath here, and then that over the top, it just adds a little bit of interest. I hope you can see it. It's a very, very light pink organza on there, but I think it's lovely, and I didn't want to put something underneath it. I left that for you. There's a part of a doily here on that, and on this side I've used like some brown type paper, and I've stamped little birdies along the bottom, which I thought was cute. Now this one came out of the Tsunami Rose pack as well, but what I've actually did is I've distressed the edges, I've stamped on love, and I've put 3 little hearts there and little gems on the bottom, just to make it, so it's lined there. You could add a picture, just to add a bit more interest on it, and obviously that slips out because I've just used a staple, and it's blank on the back for you to do journaling, etc., and it's blank on here on the brown paper, and I've stitched down the edge. So you'll find that on most of these pages I've either stitched, stamped, or did something. Some don't have anything, but most of them do. On this side, a little tag, again from that pack. I've stamped little hearts on the top. I've added a little gem on the butterfly, and I've stamped time flies on this. And I'm sure it's plain on the back, yeah. And I've stamped a big dragonfly in that corner. I just thought it was nice, you know. So as I said, lots of places to do journaling, photos. I've stamped butterflies down on this lilac paper, and it's blank on this side. Dragonflies, mini dragonflies on this side, and I think there's about, on this paper, I think there's, I'll put it down and see, 3 pages on this, I think. It's various thicknesses of paper, thin, whatever, so it's blank on them, and this one's got a little foil heart down in the corner. We've got butterflies, we've got stitched edging, and we've got a little hologram, a foil type sandal on there. It's in purple. So we've got little birdies there stamped, just a note stamped, and stitching, and a large dragonfly here, and that's my favourite stitching going up there. If I turn it that way, I always think it reminds me of ears of a cat on it. I like that. As I've got 2 cats. Yes, 2 rapper cats is what I call them. We've got stamped flowers going down here with a little stitch in, and on this side, this was in Tsunami Rose's pack as well. It says, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams," and I've just added 3 diamantes on there, the stressed round edges, and I've made it into a little flip. Flips out like that. On this page, we've got stamped butterflies and stitching on the bottom, and you could add something on that side of this of that paper clip. I've added a tag on this side. I've done some stitching, a little butterfly, and I've stamped love on it, again from the pack, and a little foil sandal down the bottom here with stitching on the bottom. This tag, it's just blank on the back and the other side of the stitching, so you could put something underneath. And this paper, a bit stamping, butterfly and flowers, and a zigzag. I've just used my scissors and I've cut round it on a, is it scalloped edge, I think they call that, but I'll say zigzag. And then there's a large butterfly being stamped here. I tried to do it twice to give it a 3D effect actually, and I thought, okay, we'll try that. So some just plain paper here, and then I've used this big, it says perfumes on it, on there, and it's a big tag, and I've used some vibrant washi tape here, and I've made it into a flip, so it flips open and you could put something there, and then on this side I've cut a bit of the brown paper and fussy cut around it, not fussy cut, I've used my zigzag scissors, and I've just made a little tuck spot on here. As you can see, I'm someone that it's not about perfection. A junk journal is exactly what it says it is. It's supposed to be, originally it was full of people's junk or special things that they liked, so hence it doesn't need to be perfect done. But I like it, and I like it when it's not exactly perfect because it's not bought from a shop, it's been handmade, and in this case it's been done by myself, so that kind of adds to me the fact that it's, you know, been made what I think's nice, etc., and I hope somebody else likes it. So these little tags came out Tsunami Rose's pack. I've just inked them around the edges, and you could slot something else in here. Little tickets, always, that's what I like about a junk journal. If you go somewhere special, whether it be the cinema, holiday, bus, you went on the bus, train, maybe a first date or something like that, and you keep your ticket, train ticket, whatever it is, I think it's nice to add in your journals as well. A little rose here, I've just stamped it on, and I've stamped this along the top of that page. some leaves being stamped down the side here on that, and we've got some zigzag stitching down here. And just in case I forgot, and which I think I have, the actual size of this junk journal, mini album, scrapbook, memory book, unique keepsake is roughly about 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches, and that is roughly about 12 centimetres by 17. I think it's quite an ideal to stick into anybody's bags. This came out the set as well. It's a little envelope, and I thought I've added a paper clip there. I thought this was cute. I've put it together, I've inked the edges, and I've added 3 diamantes on the butterfly. How cute is that? And inside I've not put anything inside, so I've left it blank for yourself to do. It's beautiful paper. I mean, so I would check out Tsunami Rose if you can on Etsy. She's got some lovely things in her shop, and you can add in your own little bits just to make it put your own stamp on it, is what I would say. So we've got some of this lined paper here with the zigzag going down. You could use it sideways or whatever. I just thought it would add a little bit of interest. And I've used quite thick card on the envelopes. A little birdie here and some mountain stitching, I could say there. A butterfly being stamped and other types of butterfly being stamped there. Little birdies and zigzag stitching going down, and I've made a little pocket. That was something else that was in the pack, but I thought I'll glue it on just down the sides along the bottom, and we'll make a little pocket. And I've got a dragonfly stamped at the back. You could put something here, and made a tag. I've stitched the top of the tag. I've added 3 diamantes to the butterfly, which makes it very cute, and it's blank on the back. So a little pocket here, and on this side I've just made a little tuck spot with an arrow and zigzags. I'm just going to use this tag to show you that you can put something in it. This was out the set as well. I've just added 3 diamantes. I will add this in to this as well, and I've got a separate spare one here that I'll add in. I'll just put it into the book. That one I've just zigzagged on the bottom. But I'll keep them out in case there's any more tuck spots, so that I can show you that you can add something in. There's 3 little dragonflies here with zigzag stitching. We've got butterfly and flowers on this brown paper, and I've stamped the word love there. It's like a sort of 3D look. Alright. I've got some dreams paper in here, just taken from a book at random, and I've stamped 3 hearts, and I've done a straight stitch edging on that side. I just thought adds a little bit of interest in there. Time flies has been stamped, and 3 little birdies been stamped at the bottom on here. And just a few sheets of this lined paper. And then we've got this one. This came out of Tsunami Rose's pack as well. It's a bingo card, and it's got flowers on it. I've added 3 little gems on it with the butterfly there, and it flips up. So you could write something underneath that. Put something here, and there's 3 little butterflies at the bottom. Now I've made an envelope here on this one, and I've stamped little dragonflies all over it. So at the side here I've not added anything, and it's open at this side, but you could put something in there, or you could put a note or something in that part. Butterflies been stamped with stitch edging, and this, I've added a diamante on this butterfly, and it flips up the way like that, so you could put something underneath, and stitching on the bottom there, which I thought was really cute. Out of one of the little tickets, I've just glued down it a little bit and made it into a tuck spot, and I've added this tag, and all I've done to the tag is put a little bit sewn on the back. So it's a print off tag, but you could put something here behind there, and more paper on this side. Some stamping down the sides of flowers and hearts, and then we've got this bit of material, and it's daisies in here, and I like that as well. It's like organza, but the actual daisies are like a sort of velour type feel on them, and I like that. And we've got a doily, part of a doily there. We've got some stamped butterflies, and just some plain pages here, and then On this little one we've got "May the dreams of your past be the reality of your future," and I've added 3 little gems there and it flips up, and I just thought that was quite cute again. Just looking for different ways to use what was in the Tsunami Rose pack, and this is what I thought looked nice. So I have some blank pages with a little bit stamping at the side of leaves. And then on this one, I've added 3 gems down the butterflies onto this tag, and I've just added a paper clip, and it's blank on the back and there's stitching at the bottom. So plenty spaces in here in this junk journal to put in your own thoughts, etc., and add your own stuff. Another tag here, it's "The future is literally in our hands to mould as we like, but we cannot wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow is now." And I've added 3 little gems, some zigzags, and I do believe it's clear on the back. I'll just take it off and let you see. Blank on the back, and you could put something underneath, and I've just used staples. Little birdies going up the side on that page. More papers. 2 little tickets on here, just I've kept them together. And a little ticket on the opposite page, which I thought was cute. It's got butterfly and roses on it. And I've just cut this out. It's that butterfly paper, just at random. It's not straight or anything. I've glued it right down so that it's not a tuck spot. And I've got a large dragonfly up there. And I've just made these 2 wee pockets, folded up the paper. I've stitched down the side, before I folded it up, I stitched along the bottom. I hope you can see that. And I've stamped love with a heart at either side and 3 little butterflies there, zigzag at that side. And you could put in, I'll actually put in these tags if they fit, and they do fit. So I'm going to leave that in there now, so it comes with the journal. This is the centre of the signature. I've doubled up my thread stuff that I use, my twine, and so it's doubled. And I decided that I was going to put these little beads in the middle. And you can hear one dangling, there's a little bell, so they're maybe a little bit twisted at the minute. I'll put it down and see if I can get them all in the relevant order. And very simple to do, actually. All I've done is tied on, we'll take 1 bead at a time. Here, I hope you can see it now. I've got a little blue bell there, and you can hear it jingling. I've got some beads on here, 2 clear beads and a big brown one in the middle of it, and I've got 3 beads on that one, very cute. A little blue bead here, wooden bead, and a little, I hope you can see that, it's a little metal charm there. And then we've got, is that the same one? Yeah, so you've got this one, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 with various beads on it, 4 strands on there because it was doubled up, even though it's one signature. So, and I quite like that, you can hear it. And if you were going to write on that side, you would just flip your bead, flip them up if you were going to write at the bottom or something like that, and flip them back down. Very easy to do. So that's behind on that, on the back page. And I've got this tag, butterfly. I've put 3 diamantes stitched on it, blank on the back, and just use a paper clip to hold it in place, and stamped a dragonfly here. Just adding a little bit of interest. There's this little tag, it says to in it and from. I just thought it was cute. I'm going to stick it up on here. And this one, this postcard one, this is from the pack Tsunami Rose. I've added vibrant washi tape in pink. It's like a hot pink, and made it into a flip. You can do journaling photos on this side as well. And then I've stamped love up the top there, little flower here, and it's blank on these 2 pages and that page. Some butterflies being stamped here, and I've used a little bit of washi tape here, but it's from the other page. And we flip it over, believe to achieve on this, and it flips down the way. I thought that was nice. Little birds being stamped, and a few blank pages here. I've done another bingo card, and I've added 3 diamante gems on there, and it flips up the way. So flipping up the way creates in some ways like a tuck spot that you can add things underneath it, etc. And this one is a side one, reach high, and it flips sideways. And I've stamped some leaves on the bottom. Not perfect, but that's fine because it's a junk journal. I've stamped some butterflies onto the doily here, and I've got some of this organza type material here, and as I said, the daisies on it are like a velour feel on it, but I like that. I like the fact against the other paper underneath as well, it looks nice. I've stamped 3 hearts on here, some mini dragonflies down the side, and I've made a little belly band here. So what I did was I've used a bit of the paper from the Tsunami Rose pack, and I've just made it into a belly band, scoring in the sides and then gluing it down, and I've made a little belly band to hold in these couple of things. I just need something to hold this just now, so I'm going to put that in place. I've made this little envelope with the butterflies again, 3 cute butterflies with a little diamante gem on it, and I've put something in this one, and I've put that inside it. Zigzag stitch going down, it's blank on the back, and you could add something else in there. And there's this postcard, and it's butterflies, sort of vintagey look, and it's blank on the back for you to add whatever you would like. I'm just using that little tag to hold my space for me, because as you can see there is quite a lot of pages in this journal. I haven't counted them, but I'm sure you would get a lot of things in here. So there's little butterflies stamped at the bottom, and then there's this from the envelope. I didn't glue that envelope down. It would be your choice if you wanted to stick that. I mean, you could glue there at the side, and you could create a little tuck spot here and a little tuck spot up the top if you choose. There, if you just put one little bit of glue there, and that would create 2 tuck spots. But I've just zigzagged round the envelope and left it for you to do what you will. I've got love stamped at the bottom and a mini dragonfly down here on the lined paper, and it's a couple of pages of just lined paper. Got butterflies stamped there, and we've got the other end of the dream book. So, and I've just stitched down a single stitch down there, some hearts on that page, the 3 hearts, and on this paper scalloped edge I've got a little tag here, and it's a little butterfly, and I've put a little gem in the middle, and it's blank on the back, just using a paper clip, and a little tag here. What does the little tag say? Let me see. All glory comes from, is that daring to begin? I thought it said darling. Excuse me, it says daring to begin. I like that. Yep. And I've got stamped flowers down the side with some that stitching that I call cat ears along it. I like that. You do it sideways. So we've got another little flip here done with a little tag, and it says fly above, and it's got a little butterfly with a gem in it. How cute is that? And it flips up the way. And on this side we've got a tag, and it's a butterfly, and it's got 3 diamantes on it down in the corner there. It's blank on the back, so you could add anything you want. What else have we got? We've got another tag here. I've only inked the edges on this one. I haven't stamped on it or added any gems. It's just as it was, printed out, and I've just inked the edges, which I really like. Got love stamped on here. Stitching a little flower down there. There's zigzag type on the side here on that. Butterfly. Some paper with that large dragonfly stamped. Both papers got a little flower there, mimicking on the opposite side. Time flies been stamped here with a little heart, and little hearts just been stamped randomly down the side. You've got dragonflies, and we've got that stitch that I like. I'll call it upside down cat ears. And we've got a little tuck spot here. I've just made it out of a banner, a little bit of paper and cut out, made it into a tuck spot. You could add something in there. Little butterfly stamped with a little bit stitching, and again from that paper that I like, with the butterflies on it, I've made a little belly band. And on that belly band I have, I'm just going to stick that in place, it's a little, it's not an envelope, but it's like a little pocket. It's open at the top, and I've added 2 diamantes on the butterflies. That's beautiful paper, so it is. And I've just added in this little tag. I've just stitched along the bottom, there's no diamantes on it. It says price, work on, name, issued, total, so it's just a little, you could do something on the back, and that's the back of the little pocket envelope it goes into. It is an envelope, but it's not got a top part on it, so I like that too, and it just fits in. You could add something else into the belly band as well. And we've got a little ticket thing here, or tag. It says one step closer, and I've just added it onto the paper clip. Oops. And it's just that, blank on the back, and I've done some leaves stamped down the side and some stitching. On the opposite page we have this tag, and I've stitched a little bit down here, and I've added a diamante onto the butterfly, and it's blank on the back. I just thought it was cute. Time flies, and we've got a foil heart here, which I think is quite nice as well. Flowers and hearts and little insects, etc., like butterflies and flies and things all go quite cute together. I've got a postcard here, and I've added diamantes onto the butterflies here, and I've used vibrant yellow washi tape, and it flips open like that, creating more space, places for you to put your own stuff on. Little birdies down the side, just a note stamped at the top, a little flower, and then we've got this tag, Superior. I've added in a little stitch there and 3 diamantes on that butterfly, which I think is cute. Inked the edges, and it's blank on the back, and there's a big dragonfly here being stamped in the corner. The zigzag stitch going down the side. On this side we have, I've put it on sideways because I thought it was quite nice. I've just made it into a flip. It says contents, merchandise, etc. And it's really like the front, what would be on a parcel. And you could put some journaling on there, and then you could add a picture or something on the back and put something behind it here. So doilies, I've got love and 3 little butterflies with like a side viewing of the butterflies on the doily. And I've got this stamped on the top here, like that. Then on the inside back, this beautiful butterfly paper, I've put a little bit of organza over it, and I've just stitched it on down the sides. It's not cut straight, I don't want it to be straight, that's hence the junk journaling, but you could put a picture in there, and that paper I really like, this here, and I like the organza over the top. It's shimmery, I hope you can see that, it's a light pink. I've made another belly band here on the very back page, and what have we got? I've stamped some little mini butterflies down there at the bottom. It's all stitched round it, and we've got another it's an envelope come pocket. It's not got a top part. Little diamante here on the butterfly, and inside it is a little tag stitched up there, 3 diamantes, and it's that on the back. So we've got that as a pocket. A little postcard here. I've put 1 little diamante on the butterfly there, inked the edges, blank on the back, and I've added this from my own collection. It's a weekly planner, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, with flowers on it. You could journal on the front and back, you could add a picture, whatever you want, and that tucks into that belly band. And that is the inside back page. Now, just quickly show you with the belly bands that if you're adding diamantes, gems and whatever, sometimes if you're coming down the top you need to be careful. If your gem's at the bottom, you maybe be better to slip it up the way into the belly band. If not, like in this one, you can slip it from the top down, just so not to knock off your little diamante. Just find out what way is easier for you for putting them in. And that is the back of the journal. That's the signature on it. It's been doubled up on there, and that's the front. New Beginnings, and I think it's lovely. So I'm looking at it like that. I hope you can see it on my camera. Quite a lot of pages in here. Tuck spots, as I said, belly bands, tags, mini flips, and stamp pages, stitch pages, and all I'm doing is, for me with this, I twist it twice. You might want to slip it on. I just twist it round in my hand twice, and then I flip it over like this, and I just manoeuvre it until I get to, let's see, till I get it. I just play about with it a little bit. I mean, it takes seconds. twist it on like that, and that's you got. And I want you to see the New Beginnings, so you could leave that down like that, and I think it's really cute, just like that. Okay, so this is for sale, as I said, on my Etsy shop, MinxCreationsUK, and I hope you like it. So thank you for watching. Bye.